Empire Tales, Samurai Age, the warriors who shaped Japan. The morning mist hangs low over jagged mountains. Cherry blossoms drift silently on cold stone paths, and the first light of dawn illuminates a world shaped by steel, honor, and unwavering discipline. This is Japan, but not the Japan of temples and gardens you may know. Here, in the shadow of mountains and the heart of villages, a culture of warriors was born. A culture of men and women who lived, fought, and died by a code older than any king, a code called Bushido. They were the samurai. For centuries, their name carried power and fear. Across villages, castles, and empires, the mention of a samurai could calm or terrify, for they were more than soldiers. They were guardians, strategists, artists, and philosophers of the battlefield. Before their rise, Japan was fragmented. Local lords, known as daimyo, controlled their provinces with iron fists. Conflict was constant. Alliances were fleeting. Every battle was a test, not only of strength, but of honor, loyalty, and cunning. Into this world, the samurai emerged. Boys and girls were trained from childhood, their lives shaped by discipline. From dawn until nightfall, they learned the art of war, swordsmanship, archery, horse riding, and strategy. Yet, training was more than combat. It was a meditation, a path to mastery over the body and the mind. The sword was not merely a weapon. It was an extension of the soul. Every strike carried the weight of honor. Every motion reflected discipline, courage, and purpose. But the samurai were not mindless warriors. They were patrons of the arts. Poets wrote verses inspired by their courage. Tea ceremonies and calligraphy were practiced with the same precision as sword strokes. A samurai understood that the mind and spirit were as sharp as the blade. In battle, they were unstoppable. Steel rang against steel. Arrows darkened the sky like black rain. Mounted warriors thundered across plains and through forests, striking with deadly precision. Yet even in war, strategy and patience ruled. Every movement, every engagement, carefully calculated. A samurai never acted without purpose, for impulsive action could dishonor not only themselves, but their lord, their family, and their clan. Bushido, the way of the warrior, demanded more than skill in battle. It demanded loyalty, absolute, unwavering loyalty. To betray one's lord was worse than death. To die dishonorably was unthinkable. Every choice, every action, was measured against the standard of honor. Some samurai were masters of tactics, leading thousands into war. Others became ronin, wandering warriors without a lord, bound only to their own code, seeking purpose and redemption. The life of a samurai was never easy. Every day brought danger, hardship, and the constant awareness of mortality. Yet, the samurai were also architects of culture. They built castles that still stand today, symbols of strength and ingenuity. They protected villages, preserved knowledge, and guided emperors through the turbulence of feudal conflict. They were more than fighters. They were keepers of order in a world defined by chaos. And death was always near. Every battle could be the last. Every duel decided the fate of families, clans, and sometimes entire provinces. But fear did not rule the samurai. Because death was not to be feared. It was embraced. A life lived with honor, and a death met with dignity, was the ultimate achievement. Time passed. The introduction of firearms and foreign armies changed the art of war, yet the samurai adapted. Even as peace spread across Japan, their influence endured. Their teachings became law, their code became philosophy, and their spirit became the foundation of Japanese culture. Imagine a young samurai, kneeling in the morning mist. He grips his sword, feeling its weight and the weight of generations. He breathes deeply. The wind carries the scent of blossoms and the echo of battles past. He is not just preparing for war, he is preparing for life. For in every choice, every action, every sacrifice, honor will be his guide. The The samurai were more than warriors. They were visionaries who balanced strength with wisdom, courage with restraint, action with reflection. They were feared by enemies, respected by allies, immortalized by history. Even today, walking through Kyoto, among temples, castles, and the silent beauty of falling blossoms, one can feel their presence. The lessons of courage, discipline, and honor still linger. The story of the samurai is not just one of war. It is a story of human potential, of the relentless pursuit of mastery, of life and death, of legacy. So when you hear the word samurai, do not think only of the sword. Think of honor. Think of loyalty. Think of courage and restraint. Think of a way of life forged in fire, blood, and devotion that echoes through time and will never be forgotten. Empire, honor, courage, legacy. This is the story of the samurai, the warriors who shaped Japan and whose legend endures through centuries.